My Gavanan and well met. I am Arakir Galadirthan, head of Divide and Conquer, and here with an entirely different video that I want to run a test of to see how successful this might well be. And this is indeed a Let's Play video of Divide and Conquer version 0.5, the submod for Third Age Total War 3. And this is a Dol Amroth campaign at turn 170. Initially this began as a test campaign that I did to double check that all of our changes and features were working. And now I'd just like to see how well one of these might go down. So this time I don't actually intend to be too long, as I realise most of the videos I've done have been way longer than I had hoped. But there's just so many features to talk about, it just gets tricky. But this time this one is entirely dedicated to me just playing this game, and if it's reasonably good I might do another one, and if it's not very good then I won't do another one. I'm not that bothered. Not in it for anything other than to just show you DAC so that we can get more people talking about it and playing it and enjoying it. Right, so to begin, this is, as I say, turn 170. I've defeated Harad, I've defeated Umbar, Mordor are on the decline, Gondor are knocking on their door quite nicely, with Cair and Minas Ithil already in our control. They also own the Black Gate, and they own the castle of Eisen something. I can't remember what that one's called. For those of you who wonder about this bug where a custom settlement looks different on when the map goes over, that is a Medieval 2 Total War bug. We can't fix it. The only thing we could think to do was a script added by Firefreak some time ago, but it was quite resource heavy for not really much of a payoff. So this is not a bug that we can fix. It's a bug that we are well aware of, but it doesn't mean when you fight here it will look like that town, or when you fight here it will look like that town. It is purely a bug due to Med 2's way of generating things. So if I were to toggle Fog of War and then immediately turn it back off again, oh, normally that works. Lied heavily there, haven't I? Eisenmouth. I knew it began with Eisen. Anyway, there we are. That doesn't work at all, so ignore that. But anyway, it's a bug that we know of, but we can't fix it. Right, to my campaign as it stands. I am the Principality of Dol Amroth, the greatest faction in the world. I rename quite a lot of my towns, so if they're not towns that you recognise the name of, that's because I do love renaming things. I think it's very, very good. I often rename them after generals. Grand General Feats, which is why Emun Adrahil here is named after Adrahil. Tirothride I haven't changed, Nidalis I haven't changed. Hyarmendakil I named because that was when I first realised I had basically defeated Harad. It was after something like 20 turns. I destroyed them in a heroic victory, you can see there. Prince Adrahil taking down Captain Gimel Zagar. And we defeated, and we were outnumbered something 4 or 5 to 1, and we absolutely obliterated them. And we killed their initial chieftain, their first chieftain. I can't remember his name now, he's so insignificant. But he died at the border of whatever that town used to be called, and in honour of that we called it Hyarmendakil, which for those of you who don't know is Quenya, the language of elves that unfortunately I don't speak, but it does mean southern victor, and it was 2 of Gondor's kings took that name in their history when they defeated Harad. One of my dead family tree members actually has the epithet Hyarmendakil. There he is, by Meldir Hyarmendakil, for his feats against the Haradrim, but unfortunately he died some time ago. We took Gobel and Calamon and renamed it Harthur, which is a Sindarian equivalent of Southern Victor. Quite literally just means South Victory, Harthur, and it's a lenition of the 2 words. I took the Gobel Mirlond and renamed that the Port of Forlong, after one of my generals who's called Forlong. Imrost is named after Imrahil, who sadly died in this region of Kajbar a very long time ago. Imrahil died so early on, it was so disappointing, but he died there. Aranost is named after Aranath, who is the current general in Enedwaith, leading my very strong elite army with a couple of trebuchets north. We're hoping to attack Karas, and because the Moot Lord of Enedwaith is there, thanks to one of the faction overview videos I did, I know that he's on his way. But perhaps our greatest victories came when we took down Umbar. I sailed a force all the way south from Dol Amroth itself. I gathered some troops along the way from Barad Amandir and Port of Forlong, and I landed just north of Elfond. It wasn't originally called Elfond. It's now, that means the haven of Elfir, who is our current faction heir, the son of Lord Imrahil. Lord Imrahil is, there he is. Elfir is one of these. That one, there he is, Lord Elfir, 43 years of age. After Adrahil, he's my second best captain, a commander actually, but that's named after him. Escalond is named after another one of my generals whose name escapes me, Eska something, Escaldor possibly, I don't know. I do like naming the towns after people. The Umbar was renamed the port city of Adrahil because Adrahil, just words can't describe how strong my general is, my faction leader. It's just incredible. He is a formidable general. He is 106 years of age, and that is a bit of a pain, but he's still a strong, formidable guy. And he's currently suppressing the forces of Khand into submission. I've got some extra units under Forlong the Fearless, who Forlong is named after. He's heading to that bridge to try and block Khand in, because they've only got 3 more regions and they haven't accepted yet that they're dead, but they are. I've defeated them. I've taken their capital. I killed almost everyone in it. I've left Beren there to look after it with some Tirithar Knights and Lebanon Marines, and we've swamped our way east. But it's good that Mordor's destroyed then, because they won't bother pouring out over here when I finally have a border with them. But at the moment, my major campaign is my attack on Enedwaith with Aranath. I've got a backup fleet, a backup army under Arthur just behind. New Amroth, with Merendir as the current guardian of New Amroth. That Admiral Pelindor is my greatest general. He's been with me since the beginning of the game. He's won so many battles. I've given him quite a lot of ships in our time. But I have got a bigger second backup army en route with Milvan, who is one of my few blood relatives in the actual line, my actual family tree. He's a son of someone. Oh yes, he is Imrahil's 4th son, or 4th child, the 3rd being a daughter. I left him in Dol Amroth to ensure that someone would always stay alive, and he's ended up being wrathful and not a very good commander, so he's now leading the army, which is pretty siege equipment based, to back up my attack into Enedwaith. Dol Amroth has the trade from the ports, as you can see, is just phenomenal, and Dol Amroth's getting 4,000 a turn, which is incredible. But Lynn here, being a town, is bringing up the route with that. It's only disappointed with me at the moment because I haven't upgraded it to a large city. I tend to keep all of my tax rates low because I value growth over economy, because growth is the late game way of getting money. So you'd take a money hit in the early game, but in the late game, as you can see, I earn somewhere in the region of about just over 26,000 gold I'm currently earning per turn. I don't like to call them florins, and I'm trying to find a way that I can rename that to just be gold. My northern border at the moment is Eastern Osgiliath, which I claimed because Gondor came through Henethon and took Minas Ithil, and then have gone east. But they left Osgiliath alone for ages, and there were 2 Nazgul and a very high-ranking Orc general in there, and I couldn't pass up that opportunity. So I attacked it with a huge army with 4 units of trebuchets, and I slaughtered them. And those are the units that I've left behind to defend it. Every turn I get a long list of buildings that are built, because obviously I've got such a large array of towns. But I do only own 26 regions. I need 4 more to take the victory, and I need to defeat Mordor, which can only be done by dropping the ring into Mount Doom. So even if Gondor take all of Mordor's regions, I will never win unless I drop the ring in. So that's something to bear in mind. I'm hoping, as I said, this video is not going to be too long, so we will try and move over here and attack Caras. Arthur's bringing up the rear, and that's pretty much it for this turn. So hopefully this will be enjoyable, and let's dive in it. If there's any crashes, that would be very annoying, because I've actually edited quite a lot of files since I last played this game, and sometimes edits don't really work to a save game, and things get jiggered around and things get broken up and get ruined. So and I knew that was going to be broken again. I fixed that and it's edited, and I know exactly why that's not been fixed, and that's rather irritating, but I'll fix that if I do another one of these videos. That will be fixed, so don't worry about that. So right, let's end the turn. Oh, I've got a spy heading north. I'm not really sure why that is. Other factions in the world that have been defeated. Dunland are currently defeated in this turn, in this game. I think that's it, actually. I think that's the only faction that's been defeated. This campaign is one of the reasons why I've tried to make Bree weaker, because, as you will see, they own almost all of Eriador. Angmar are on the way out. Eredluin have got them cornered, but everyone else is going pretty strong, actually. They tried to do something. Oh, Khandum's been lost. That's never that good for the Angmarians. Or Angmarim, I believe, is their collective name. Where am I sending my spy? Let's just catch up. Oh, he's heading up to there to see.
Approaching quietly.
Interesting. Not really sure why, but there we are. Anyway, we continue with Aranath. At the minute, we're actually at peace with Enedwaith, because I'm so much stronger than them, and I landed and I immediately took Balorn and renamed it New Amroth. They immediately saw that they couldn't match me, and they sued for peace straight away. So I said yes, because I had troops in ships still coming, and I wanted to get them up here before I finally attacked them. Because I'm a backstabber, I'm afraid. I play this game ruthlessly. No one is really ever my ally. The only allies I keep tend to be the ones that start with me at the game. I don't really tend to make many more alliances, and I break them very readily. So Gondor are only doing this well because I've supported them. Enedwaith for a long time owned both of these regions, and then Isengard took it off Enedwaith, and then Enedwaith took it back, and Gondor were always just defending here around Nani Folgay. But they finally now have pushed through, and they have taken the Druath Eor, sorry, and I've obviously got Parth Eor. What have we got that's been constructed? Methras has built a knight's stables, building some siege works, yes please. Sparrowed Amadir Merchant's Wharf, going on with the blacksmith. Let's queue that. I think I might ignore these for the foreseeable future actually, because every single building, every town I've got can easily build whatever it needs. So I tend to just leave these and let them just run through the whole list, and then in say 40 turns or something I'll go around my whole faction and see how we're doing. But we're making so much money we just don't need to worry about micromanaging buildings anymore. Amukhand will hold out for 5 turns. So, and there's no way on earth they're going to sally out because they are weak and pathetic. Excuse me, sorry. My army's not very good. Not drags, really. I've got a lot of generals, though. Ideally, I could do with some of them dying, to be honest, get the upkeep away. I have a real problem that I always want my heir to be an actual blood relative of my leader. I don't like it when my heir is just some adopted son. It really bothers me. So I was very pleased when Imrahil's children came of age, and then Imrahil's grandchildren came of age, because now the prince line, the line of my ruling family, is now secured with the blood of Adrihil and Imrahil. Oh, the clans of Enedwaith have gone to war with us. The fools! What are they doing? They can't beat me. Oh, and it looks like our battle is going to be against the Variags of Can. So, Can Kargi. Hello, friend. Captain Ormar, what have you got? A lot of cavalry. How good are we against cavalry? A couple of units of pikemen, we should be alright. And, oh, that army's not very good, is it at all? These guys are awful, like, just pathetic. They are nothing against my units. So that'll be interesting. But as you should always do before a battle, always save it. As you can see, I call it battle because I'm not very imaginative. And let's dive in. Let's hope we can do it. This will crush a huge amount of Can's forces and essentially seal their already sealed fate even further. I get to show you as well how incredibly strong Adrihil is, even though he's 106. Although Sod's Law, this is going to be the battle that finally kills him. And then Elfir is going to become the faction leader, and then we've lost our Swan Knight bodyguards and we're down to the Royal Swan Guard. Oh, they're attacking immediately, I forget that. Stop firing, stop firing. No one's holding any siege equipment, are they? And where's the allies coming in from? Over there. Right, and they sallied forth against us. Oh, look at that hill. That is a gift. That is such a gift. Ah, that's going to really seal their fate, isn't it? But how many archers have we got? Not very many at all, so that's not really actually that useful, having said that. And look, virtually no archers. We've got some Lebanon guardsmen though. Let's throw some javelins at these guys. Everyone's moving up. Oh, the pikemen, you're going to be in pike wall formation, aren't you? Quickly on pause, get you out of that. There we are. Right, pikemen. We're up against a lot of cavalry, so form up in your regimented lines. There we are. That should seal that. That should do that nicely. Who else is actually reasonably large? Yeah, there's 93 of you. We'll take you. 29 of you, though. That's poor. Ah, look, they don't even fill a gap. I think we might get flanked. Very uncertain. Pop some Haven Guard in there to cover the back there. Our real victory here is going to be, or our greatest way to victory here is going to be our cavalry, of which we have a lot. So get the cavalry out on that side, and then get Adrihil, the great and noble Adrihil, come up here, get everybody to run, and then stick it onto ×6. There's our knights climbing the hill. Are they chasing us? They're chasing us. No! They're chasing us! I've not thought this through at all. You! Hit those household cavalry, and be quick about it. Go out and just block them. Oh, it's alright, they're cavalry archers. The cavalry archers, the cavalry archers, everyone. Ignore that. Belay that. Belay that. Form in your lines again. I really push my units to the limit. I mean, like, you're not supposed to make them run if you can help it. Like, you should always try and walk wherever possible. But I run all the time. I push my men to the absolute limit. And then I also I'm very fond of defensive battles. I do not like attacking enemies. And if I do attack enemies, I try and find sneaky ways to make them attack me. Our guardsmen have stopped. 7 household cavalry have attacked you and you've stopped. Bring them down. Bit of speed, please. Bit of speed. Doesn't it just bother you so much when you're attacking cavalry with a horde of spearmen? These guys would have died ages ago. And they're surviving just to the silly mechanics. It's the problem. We are such an old game that mechanics often let us down. There's some of Khan's best units there. Brotherhood of the Bow. That's never good to see. And they're charging up the hill after us. Look at the guy with the flag go. Go on, son. You can do it. There's some Variag Wind Riders. Oh, no. The Haven Guard. The Haven Guard. Well, you're going to fight to your deaths, friends. Your songs will be sung and your names will be remembered. Oh, they are charging us. Oh no, Nimrodale Rangers. As you can see, I have a rather haphazard approach to battles. I attempt to form a line, and then once I form a line, I hold. But in situations like this... Ah, those Wind Riders are coming after us. Go on, Adriel! Show them a lesson. Douche. They may be the fastest units in the game, but they are no match for the Swan Knights. Which one is Adriel? There he is. He's the one with the white cape, if you ever wonder. If you're looking at me scrolling around and you're concerned for my general, he's the white-caped man amongst the blue shields there. Oh, here they come. No, Variag Nobles. Totally forgot about that. Pikes, stand ye ready. They charged a line of pikemen. That's a very interesting choice. Even though the pikes weren't down, they're still pikemen. What were they hoping to achieve from that? Ah, one unit of pikemen is fully upgraded. They get the cool armor. I really like that. Taro M is a master with the brushstroke. Absolutely love his work. Marauders are Khan's weak units. They're really weak cavalry. It is so much easier to play this game when you have personally edited most of the stats, because I know exactly which of my units will hold out against which units, and you know exactly who's going to die and who's not going to die. Whereas obviously I assume if you're playing the game and you've never played any of it, you might think that Marauders are really strong. I mean, they look really cool. They look like they're going to tear something apart, but really they're weak. They're really weak. They're like kindling, if that is a word that's used around the world. They fall. No! No! I didn't pull him out. I didn't pull him out, everyone. He was 106. He was in his prime. Well then, I'm shaking. I'm visibly shaking. This is... He survived all this time and then he dies, and the first time I broadcast my successful campaign. Lord Alph is going to have to take up the mantle. He's somewhere. There's our new faction leader. Let's hope he doesn't bloomin' well die. There's a strong possibility that we might now well lose this, because Adriel was such a strong general. And the better your general, the more of a shock it is when he dies for your units. So because he was a 9-star and possibly the best general in the game, many of my units now will be very uncertain as to what to do. And we're also being flanked. I totally did not see that. Not very good at this videoing malarkey. Let's charge some of them. Where is Alph here? We've got to keep him alive now. Oh, that is Alph here. That's alright. Panic over, everyone. I'm so disappointed that Adriel died. I'm so disappointed. He's done so well for so long. And his bodyguard unit are the best. They're like the best cavalry in the game. Such a hack to be able to use them. Bloody Variag sounding their horns left, right and centre. Look at them with all their cavalry thinking they're better than me. You're not better than me. The cavalry faction, damn it. Go on, sons. Keep up the pressure. Keep up the pressure. Why aren't they charging my pike line? I set it up there purposefully for this very thing. Their nobles are doing well though, but if we can kill their Khan, that will be a huge blow to their forces. You'll probably see mass routing across the board. But at the moment, it's not going too well. I didn't think this army would. I didn't think this army would lose. Oh, I turned them off of our arrows. That's a real mistake. People are probably looking at this and thinking, how on earth did you conquer all of Harad? But rest assured, I'm normally better than this. Well, look at those fools. Oh, look, those pikes look nice. Let's run into them. Yeah, good idea, Dave. Let's do it. Ah. Dave made a bad choice. And they're routing. Go on, Nimrodel. Pick them off. Pick them off as they flee. Nobody flees from Dol Amroth. Pew, 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 pew. That's the sound of arrows. If you've never had arrows. I haven't got the sound on because I'm not really sure about the... Or I've got sound, but I've not got music on. Because whilst I'm not bothered about making any money off of these things, I don't know how strict or unstrict they are with removing videos. And obviously, if the video's removed, you can't watch it. That's the whole point of it. So if someone with clear YouTube knowledge about it knows whether I can have the music on if I don't care about money, then do let me know. Because I'd love to have the music on. I'm a Lord of the Rings fanboy through and through, and especially with the increased music that we've gained thanks to Zarathos's doubling the... Oh, we've lost another general! Where's Alph here? Let's put him out before it gets too dangerous. Oh no, he's alright actually. Oh, I'll tell you what, Alph, you go over there and just block the gate. I do like doing that. Block that gate there. Which one was... I can't even remember which one Cameron was. But he's died. It's the problem, I do wish Medieval told you the names.
A worthy enemy, but no less dead for that. We must press our advantage.
I do wish they told you the names. Please tell me it was Kankagi. Yes, you fool! Fell against the pikes of Dol Amroth. Only 5 of his bodyguard remain. Dying as well. The men-at-arms. Check it out. Yes, men-at-arms. What rank are you? They're only 3-star. Did my Haven Guard survive? No, they didn't. They were 7-star. That's annoying. Ah, the Swan Knights have survived though, dismounted. How are we doing on the thing? 47% enemies, 36 of us, that's not bad. Right, everybody please reform. Get up on the hill, shoot people, do things. You and you and you. You are now going to move over there, please. And run while you're doing it. Adriel, how you doing? Doesn't even matter if these guys die anymore. Makes absolutely no difference because as soon as this battle is over, they will all disband anyway. Are the reinforcement archers arriving? Yeah, they are. Did Elfir make it as well? What are you doing chasing them down? I didn't see it do that. Sometimes you play with these guys and you just think, what are you doing? And they never obey your rules. They always chop and change. But if we can kill units that are routing, we might be able to capture the town. Stand by for an updated version of these flags. Currently that is a Medieval 2 Timurid flag. We hope to get a canned one out, but so far 3 UI dedicated UI modders have looked at it and have said they can't do it. And Hummingbird's taken a look and he is also unclear on how to do it. I've had a look and I'm unclear on how to do it. So we are still with Med 2 as I'm afraid. I said I wanted some of these generals to die and it looks like most of them have. Where are you going?
Our men are in command of the city.
Oh, it totally worked. We might be able to cheat our way to victory. Let's pull these guys back. Get out. We've already lost some. Split it onto ×6 so they run faster. Come on. Move, you daft scum. Is that another gen? Oh, Brotherhood of the Lance.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Ah. Rubbish.
Our men no longer command the city.
They're rushing back to defend the city. We may have just trapped Elfir in the city and he might die. Ha, that's rather irritating. But it's alright, his son is of his bloodline, he'll be fine. Where's the remainder of Adrihil's forces? Oh, fighting the Brotherhood of the Lance. Brotherhood of the Lance is another of Khan's elite bodyguard, elite units, sorry. Let's charge them with our remaining elites. See if we can do it. I think it might be time for our pikemen to run down and join the battle because they've got more units than anyone else. Go on, team. Move out. How you doing, Elfir? Ah, they Brotherhood of the Bow. Oh yeah, that's alright. Although he might not do too well. He might struggle. Pull out. Run over there. See if they chase you. No, they don't. Haha! Using game techniques and game faults to your advantage is always a win in my book. Oh, those Brotherhood of the Lance didn't do very well. Oh, they did very poorly, in fact. Oh, chase everyone down. Kill things. Put it onto ×6.
Half the enemy force remains.
think it's in the bag, you know, everyone. I think we've done
If
it.
we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
The strength of our units is certainly prevailing. Go on, chase them down. Gandish hunters, hit them in the rear. Where are they going? Oh, and they're routing as well. Right, every unit outside the walls has routed. So, we're going to be sneaky now, and we're going to leave it on time, change it down to time 1, put some pikemen there, get some other pikemen, put them there, bring our archers all down. Everyone to run. All the cavalry apart from Alph, who's currently hiding within the walls. You guys, put you over there. Time 6, let's make it speeded up. And watch as our lines assemble. The enemy will now do something which annoys me a lot, and there's no real way to change this behaviour, but it's very annoying. And what they will do is they'll run into their town, and then they will decide, no, we don't need to waver, we've got loads of men. And then they charge you like this, and then the minute you get near to them, they almost always immediately run again.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And then they tend to go back through the gate, and then they come out again at you, and it gets really frustrating.
Fight for your honor.
But they haven't done that this time, because I think we own the gate, actually. Let's get Alph down here. Still on time 6, thankfully. Ah, we're peppering them. We open the gate. Oh, pikemen, yeah, let's just send a pike line in. Oh, there's only 6 of them, that's not even worth it, is it? Where are our pikemen? Come on, move in. Yes. Let's get down and dirty. Set them to pike wall. And attack. Go on, in you go. They will slowly march in. They do look pretty cool though, the steep archers. They're just not very good. Right, let's send our generals in as well. We're going to win this, but we're going to lose a lot. Speed it up again. Don't run down the middle. Please don't run down the middle. Oh, why do you do this? You are so frustrating. Charge those guys. Cavalry don't get their full charge bonus when they are in the streets because they go around the corners and they lose a load of momentum. You have to charge in a straight line to get any sort of real bonus. Although they have just decimated them almost in one guy left standing. He's running and he's dead. Alright, hit the back of them. How many pikemen survived? Oh, we lost 20 so far. But we've hit the back now. I hope you don't mind if I speed it up again. Just get it to a point where we're almost at the victory. Ah, two Brotherhood of the Lance.
Our men have taken control.
And we've taken control. Pikemen, line up. Dare them to come at you. Speed that up. Watch the pikemen move out. Should we move even further forward? Should we properly dare them? Come at me, bro. To coin a gangster phrase. No need to actually kill these guys now. We'll win in 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Charge those. Deal with those. Hopefully we only lost Adrihil and Kamen.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
We shall rename this town Beleg Adrihil, which translates to mean Mighty Adrihil, for that is the only apt description of the man. He has led our nation through thick and thin. And sadly he's died in a backwater crap hole on the far plains of Cair.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Well, we've won a heroic victory, which is good.
This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Adrihil killed 326 of the enemy units. If we had only been fighting Umbar, that would have been a third of his units in one of our units. That's how strong he is. And he's dead. Curses. However, this video is now around about 12 minutes longer than I had wanted it to be. So I shall save that there and continue again if this video receives the any sort of like if people enjoy it. You know, I might be awful at this. It might have been really boring. You never know. Only feedback can tell us what we don't know. Execute everyone. Exterminate the populace. We don't want any Variags in our land.
Our realm is expanded.
Oh, we have just... No, they were rebels already. Oh, I thought I got my hopes up then. thought they'd gone rebel. I thought we'd beaten them, but we haven't. Oh, that's of no use to us whatsoever. Destroy that. Oh, we got a master. We got the Master Horse Breeders Guild. That's so good. That's so. I never get Horse Breeders Guilds. We got a master one. Cheeky, very cheeky. Hold on to that. Let's raise the tax rate. No, actually, we want to. Always want growth. We want monies. Merge anyone that needed merging. We lost very few pikemen, which is always very good. That is of no use to us. Oh, increase in trade, actually. Yeah, go on then. I'll keep that. I think that's it. I think everything else we can upgrade. We don't want to destroy it because we're about to beat these guys. We can't use the Hall of the Bow, so we'll destroy that. Our conquest continues in Amukan, but as I suggested, it shall be renamed Beleg Adrahil. Adrahil the Mighty. And in honor of Caman as well, who also died in the battle. Caman the Respected. He was respected. And he just got Logistician as well, and he's just died. How annoying is that? Stellats are canned. We're going to raise even the very memory of canned. To quote 300. And we're going to just simply going to call this Kamen Thur. Oh, Cam W. Kamenthur, which means victorious Kamen, or Kamen the Victorious, and that can remain as that. Right, so that's the end of this video. I hope I've been enjoyable. I hope it's been fun to watch. I hope it's not been dull. Do check us out on Total War Center to see more about Divide and Conquer if you haven't already. The link will be in the description. I'm Arakir Galadirthan. I'm the head of Divide and Conquer, and thank you very much for watching indeed. But until next time, Navar, Naden Pedimad, and farewell.